So we back with another video today. We got y'all boys with the best animations in NBA 2K24. We now in season 6. It just dropped. We're gonna go over everything you need and more. We're gonna go over the new animations. We pretty much already know how the new animations work at this point. It's pretty much just gonna be a set of animations for one player. You may get dribble moves, you may get jump shots, you may get dunks, you may get layups, but we just know it's gonna be from one set person. Now, with that being said, we're gonna go over everything in this video though. Dunks, layups, dribble moves, jump shots. It doesn't matter. If you guys do want more videos like this, make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado though, let's hop into it. Alright, so we're gonna hop straight into it. We're gonna look at the new season stuff. I haven't seen nothing. I just know Shay is on the cover. Hey, shout out to Shay, man. That man going up. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. So, first couple of stuff. Trail, jump shot meter. Okay. Shooting star jump shot meter is actually kind of tough. Eye back. That's actually kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think nobody care about it. Okay, at level 20 you get mascots. Is that new or is that how it's always been, where you get it at level 20? I thought it was at level 30, but that's cool that you can get it at level 20 now, I guess. You get the silver floor setter. I'm pretty sure the gold gonna be at level 40. They got the Odell haircut in 2K and 2K20. In big 2024, we really talking about the Odell haircut. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. You get a rec headband. You get a gold card. Alright, yeah, 2K. Y'all not even trying. Y'all not even trying. I ain't even gonna lie. Wizards, Warriors banner. A race car suit. A skateboard helmet. A mech ride-in giant mech suit. That's actually kind of tough. That's actually kind of tough. Can you play in it? Nah, there's no way you can play in that. There's just no way you can play in that. But that's a pay. You gotta pay. That's premium. So only a select guys will be able to get that. I guess they now making you have a reason to pay for it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, gold floor setter. Rewards kind of bad again. It just is what it is. The rewards haven't been nothing crazy this year at all. Alright, let's go ahead and look at these animations. Now, jump shots. We already know it's going to be Shay. Let's see what it looked like, though, at least. Shay. Shay actually had a good jump shot in last year. It was actually solid. As long as you're under 16, you can use it. So, swings, small guards, y'all all can use them joints. Free throw. They got the Shay free throw, I'm pretty sure. We know he do a lot of that. He don't have no layup. He don't have no dunks. He has a crossover. He don't have no dribble style. They low-key messed up an opportunity to have a Shay dribble style. Shay, if you watch Shay, bro, he's by everybody. He's by everybody. It just is what it is. He's by everybody. Nobody can stay in front of that man. Behind the back. His behind the back is actually solid in real life. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he be kind of killing people with his behind the back. And that's about it. Damn, 2K. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We don't get no layup, no dunk, no dribble style. Like, we got a jump shot, you know what I'm saying? D-Book was a better season, even though D-Book dribble style didn't end up being big time as we was expecting. But yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of bad. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so first things first is going to be the shot time and visual cues. So instead of me explaining how they work, I'm gonna actually throw in what Mike Wang says of how they work.
Jump is the point where your player's toes leave the floor. Set point is when the ball is raised up above the head before the shooting motion begins. Push, which is the default setting, is when the shooting motion is underway and the ball is being pushed forward. And release is the point just before the ball leaves the shooter's hand.
All right, so with that being said, the shot time and visual cue I personally use is set point for majority of my jump shots. So I blend my releases to be able to use set point. Now, I'm gonna go over certain things on based off how I use, but if you guys are struggling to get like contested, if you like getting contested more than you want to get contested, I'm gonna give you guys the best releases for that to speed your jump shot up. I'm gonna give you the best releases for that. All that in this video, so just stay tuned. All right, so I probably threw in the shot visual cue because who's better to explain it than the person that made the game himself. Now, I can't give you him literally explaining the jump shots because he's not gonna do that. But that's what I'm here for. So we're gonna give y'all the best guards first. Steph Curry. In my opinion, Steph Curry is probably the best jump shot in the game for green windows. I think guards probably have the best jump shots in the game. Now, releases. I'm switching it up for y'all boys with the guards. D-Book, Oscar Robertson. Now, the reason why I'm changing it up for y'all, because I know a lot of people don't run set point as much as I do. So, if I was a guard, I would put these jump shots at release or anything else. I think release is probably the best one for guards, but I don't use these releases. So, these releases going to not only have you with the best attributes possible, but also get you the best jump shot, fastest jump shot possible. And when you're a guard, it's kind of more important to have those faster jump shots. So yeah, you're going to go Devin Booker as release 1, Oscar Robertson release 2. You could also throw in a Darius Garland somewhere in there. That's another one to speed it up, but that's what I did. And then we did go very quick, and we blended it more so to Oscar Robertson. And yeah, Stephen Curry is the base. That's probably the best base, best jump shot in the game. Another one that I'll give you as an honorable mention that I'm not throwing in this video is Jerry West. But the way I use that is, I just use the jump shot. I don't use no custom. But let's move into the next one. The next one, I call this like the Ticino, but it's not really. If you want to use Tracy McGrady, but on a small guard, this is that. You got Allen Iverson, Tony Parker, Oscar Robertson, and then you got the 75-25. Now, you could use D-Book on this again. I just did it to change it up a little bit. But yeah, you're going to get a little bit better stats, I believe, with Tony Parker. You could use Darius Garland on this as well. But that's just what I ended up doing. Kind of the same thing as what I was saying with the releases. But yeah, when it comes to the shot visual cue, it is very important to know which one you're going to use on these builds. Because you may be using the wrong shot visual cue for said jump shot. It just is what it is. But yeah, very quick, 25-75. I'm always going to blend it more so to Oscar Robertson. It's just simple as that. And then last but not least, when it comes to the guard jump shots, we got y'all boys with really what was kind of like my favorite base on 2K23 for the small guards, and Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, Tony Parker, Oscar Robertson, very quick. Again, you can use Darius Garland, D-Book, it does not matter. But yeah, this is just going to be really good releases. A really, really solid base for the green window, speed, all that and above. And yeah, blending gonna be 75-25, blended to Oscar, then max speed. So yeah, that's gonna be the guard jump shots. Alright, so let's hop into the swings. Now, the swings are my main builds. Now, I'm gonna show you guys what I use, but I'm also show you guys some popular and I guess more universal choices, I guess you could say. That wouldn't be just so much of a personal choice. But let's hop into the first one. Romeo Langford. This is my most versatile jump shot. I use this on the most builds. Romeo Langford, Brandon Podziemski, Larry Bird, quick, 75-25. If you are 6'5" and 6'6", you can use this. Now, if you don't know what swing is, before I go too deep, make sure that you know that it's 6'5" to 6'9". 6'5", 6'6" can get very quick. 6'7" to 6'9" can get quick. And that's just what it is. Now another thing, you gotta make sure that you understanding how I did this. So my jump shots, I use set point. So in my opinion, these are the best releases to use on pretty much any base I'm gonna use for set point. That's how I'm basing it off of. I'm gonna have you two other jump shots that you can really use on any other visual cue, but these are the best releases that work for me and my visual cue and my way of shooting, I guess you could say. So yeah, that's the first jump shot, Romeo Langford. I've been saying that for a minute. Now, the next one is my backup, Taurean Prince. A little bit higher of a rating, so you get an 83 on this one. The other one had a 78. So if you know what I'm saying, I want to go for a higher rating, maybe want higher stats, bigger green window. This is the one I go with. I ain't gonna lie, the other one is a little bit faster though. But Taurean Prince, Brandon Podziemski, Larry Bird, quick, 75-25, pretty much the same thing. Not really too much of a difference. Now, again, if you are 6'5", 6'6", you can go very quick. I am 6'9", so I only can go quick. It just is what it is. Now, let's hop into something more universal. The T-Mac. Everybody loved T-Mac on this game. Now, T-Mac is one of the most popular bases in the entire game on 2K24. But with that being said, I switched it up a lot on the releases. I got D-Book and Oscar Robertson. Now, another one that I'm not going to really showcase, that's a really good one, is Sadiq Bey. That's a good release. But yeah, for the most part, these are the releases I would use if I'm running anything else besides set point. If I'm using like jump, where I don't have to base it off the release, and if I'm using release, where it just as soon as I'm done with everything in the jump shot, like the ball is in the air. So yeah, that's just really what it is. But yeah, D-Book, Oscar, quick, 75-25. So quick is just make it showing you can understand it's max speed. So if you are 6'5", 6'6", you can go very quick. But yeah, this time I went 75 more so to the upper release too, because I want it to be more based off of Oscar Robertson. When I'm doing a set point, I want it to be more based off of Podziemski, because Larry Bird slows it down a lot. But also, when you do it like that, it does stretch out the green window on set point. So that is another thing to say, but top for another day. Last but not least, this is a jump shot I had my guy using that has a 99 3 ball all year. He's been using this all year, and I'm telling y'all, the shots he hits with this jump shot is crazy. He hits, now this is not his exact jump shot, but this is what I would use if I was using Kobe Bryant. I think he just uses Kobe Bryant like the jump shot. He don't do no custom. And he hits 90s, 80s consistently. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, Kobe, D-Book, Troy Brown Jr. Troy Brown Jr. is actually a really popular release. I think this is like the fastest release in the game or something like that. And look at it. It's like no release to it. You're just going all the way from... You're just going from the base to shooting. It's like you're instantly shooting. It's like an instant shot. So if you set point on this, good luck. Like you're just good luck, bro. Like there's no cue for this at all. Like it's instant. So like I would really say like you only can use something like this if you're using jump or mainly release. So yeah, that's what I'll say. You could use Oscar. You could use Sadiq Bey. You could use Podziemski. You could use Larry Bird with Kobe. This is what I would say. I'm just showing y'all like some other options for the releases. And then you got quick. You could go very quick if you 6 for 5, 6 for 6 again. And then 75 more so to D-Book. If you want to slow it down, you know what I'm saying, you could do that. It's not going to be as fast, but it's still going to be pretty fast. Troy Brown Jr. is just a really, really fast release. It just is what it is. But yeah, that's going to be the jump shots for the swings. I tried to give y'all as much as possible. Make sure that you peep the visual cue, what Mike Wang says, what you're supposed to be timing it off of, based off whatever visual cue you do go, whether that be release, jump, set point, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. All right, so let's hop into the bigs, last but not least. So these are pretty simple. The 3 bases you can go with are pretty simple, but I will say that if you can get Kevin Durant probably is the best overall base. LaMarcus Aldridge is another base, but I think the one that I prefer the most is not LaMarcus Aldridge, but David Robinson. But that's just something to say. Now, with that being said, the releases you can go with for this, I'm gonna pretty much show you the same 2 releases on all of these. Pretty much gonna be the same blendings too. So you always gonna go max speed. You always gonna try to blend it more to Tim Duncan, but you can go Jaren Jackson, you can go Dirk Nowitzki. It's a lot of different releases you can go for bigs, but I did end up going with Tim Duncan and Kevin Love. But yeah, that's the first jump shot. I didn't mean to say that, but yeah, that just is what it is. Second jump shot, Eric Pascal, one of the best bases in the game for big men. Big men don't have a lot of options, I would say, but yeah, Eric Pascal is one of the best. You also got stuff like James Johnson, Jonathan Isaac, you know what I'm saying, but those I wouldn't say are as good as these 3, or 4, I guess I'm showing you in this video. But yeah, and then you got the last but not least, MPJ. MPJ, if you watch bro play in real life, he get the ball, he's shooting. No matter what, he's shooting. He's not doing no passes. And this is a really good jump shot in the game. It's going to be a real good green window, real good consistency. If you want to fade with it, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice for a good all-around jump shot. It's not going to be too fast, especially with the fact that if you're a big man, you only can get normal. You cannot get quick. You cannot get very quick. You only can go up to normal, go down to slow, and go down to very slow. I don't know why you would do those 2 things, but yeah, that's just the options. And then, yeah, Tim Duncan, Kevin Love, normal, and then 60, 40. If you want to blend it towards K-Love, you can. If you want to put on some other releases, you can. If you want to slow it down, you can. But also just keep in mind that you got to do this a lot based off what your shot visual cue. Like the jump shot and all is fine, but it's not it's not shot release timing like it was on 23. It's shot visual cue. So you're literally picking a visual cue to time it off of. So if you do use jump, you're gonna be timing it off the jump. If you do use set point, you're gonna be timing it off the set point. And then so on and so on. So you got to make sure that you understand what you're using. And yeah, I put the whole Mike Wang, I guess the way he described it, in his words of how you're supposed to retime it off the top visual cue in this video. So make sure that if you did skip that, you pay attention to that. All right, so hopping into the dribble styles and Pat. All right, so hopping into the dribble animations. First things first, we got the dribble style. Now, I'm going to say this first things foremost. Last season, I was really hyped for D-Book. I was hyped for D-Book every season leading up to D-Book. D-Book was so mid compared to Pro. Now, what I will say, viewer discretion advised when it comes to Pro. You're going to have to watch the dribble tutorial, but I that wasn't even at the peak of when I was using Pro, when I did that dribble tutorial, so that's another thing. But what I'll say is Pro is just the easiest to create for yourself, whether you want to play pick and roll, whether you want to play ISO. There's other really good ones, but like, bro, Pro, you literally, if you're a shooting guard, even if you're a lock, you can get Pro. Like, just make your lock at shooting guard, you're getting Pro off the rip. Like, Pro is crazy good. Like, if you want to do the triple threat speed boost, Pro is good. Like, it don't really matter. Now, if you talk about the fastest in the game, Kyrie Irving, but only small guards can get that. Now, if you're talking about the other ones, Magic Johnson was a very popular one for a while. People like Zach LaVine, but I would say Magic Johnson, Kyrie Irving, D-Book, Pro. If you're not using those, you probably have Michael Jordan because you're starter 3. So Michael Jordan, obviously. But besides those, I can't really recommend anything else. Kobe is good. That's like the what is it called? The speed burst people was talking about on 21, but it's not nearly as fast. Curry is solid, but you need a 92 speed with ball for it. You need an 88 speed with ball for Kobe, by the way. And that's just really all I got for you, man. I ain't gonna lie. All right, next is the signature size up. Now, for the signature size up, for the small guards, you got Steve Francis, D Rose, Trae Young. I think D Rose is the best one for small guards. That's what I've been using since 22, and that's my favorite one. Trae Young would be my second favorite, but Steve Francis is probably the fastest. So that's really depending on preference. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a preference. That's my preference, but you can change how you want to do it. Now, when it comes to the big guards, I guess, you got stuff like D-Wade, you got stuff like De'Aaron Fox, but the two I mainly focus on is like Trace McGrady, John Morant, Jamal Murray. I know I said 2, but it really was 3. So those are the extra ones. And you for the bigger guys, I guess, I think on my 6'10", I run Pro. But Rajon Rondo and Kawhi is actually another one that you can look at. But for the most part, Luka as well. But for the most part, I ain't gonna lie, the bigs, y'all don't really have much. So I probably would just say Pro. All right, next is the regular breakdown. In my opinion, the best one is De'Aaron Fox. If you're not able to use De'Aaron Fox, I think Luka is cool. Pro is cool, but I would say De'Aaron Fox. If you're not using that, I would go with Luka, personally. Next is the aggressive breakdown combo. I think Kobe is the best one. If you're not using that, you got John Morant, you got Rafer Alston, but I'm going to be honest, it's not that many crazy ones. Next is escape dribble moves. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't even think I use the best one. This is just the one I'm the most familiar with, and I've used it for so long because I can use it on more builds. So, I originally was just using KD because I had it on my big, and since I want to be able to do the same dribble moves no matter what I'm on, I've been doing that. So I'm not even saying KD is the best. I think it's just the most versatile in terms of how many builds you can use it. But Jimmy Butler is another one that's like that, where you can use it on a lot of builds, and the only thing is you can't use it on bigs. You have to be under 6'10". That's a pretty big deal. But it's a low-key lower requirement for the ball handle, which is crazy. So I don't know why, but that's just what they did. That's just what they did. Now, next, you got ones like De'Aaron Fox, which is super fast. It's like super fast. And I ain't gonna lie, going from KD to using De'Aaron Fox, it's actually so different that I almost don't even like it. But I ain't gonna lie, when I was using a lot of these best ones in the game, early in the game, De'Aaron Fox was definitely one of the best ones in the game. It's not even debatable. Then you got ones like Damian Lillard. You got ones like Kyrie Irving that are also really, really good. But if I'm really being honest with you, the two best ones, Trae Young, Kemba Walker. If you're not using those, I just said, what are you doing? As simple as that. All right, next is the combo moves. When it comes to the combo moves, I ain't gonna lie, this is the one thing I ain't really been even demoing with. Either you're going with Curry or you're going with De'Aaron Fox. And even if you're going with Curry, why are you not going with De'Aaron Fox? It's literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing. One just does it a little slower. One just does it a little bit faster. I ain't gonna lie, looking at it, Curry low-key is faster. I thought De'Aaron Fox was faster. Maybe I'm tweaking. But yeah, if you're a small guard, I guess you go Curry. Big guards, you go D Fox. So, all right, next is the crossover. Now, when we talk about the crossover, it really does depend on how you want to play. I think John Wall is by far the best one. I think there are some other solid ones. Like, you can talk about the ones like Kawhi Leonard. You only need 70 plus. So if you're a big, you can use that. But John Wall, you only need an 80 ball handle and be under 6'10". So I'm not gonna lie, most 6'9s and up can use John Wall. So why would you not use it? So yeah. But if you're a big, I guess you can say Kawhi. I guess you can say like stuff like Luka at that point. But all right, next is behind the back. I done went over this time and time again. This is what we gonna say. You got stuff like Trae Young, which is really, really good. Stuff like Curry, which is really, really good. If you want the Curry slide, you got to have Steph Curry, but you only can be a small guard. If you want the little, I don't know what they call this, maybe the Trae Young slide, I guess, because it's kind of like a slide, I guess. But if you want that and the behind the back, the little Steezo behind the back, Trae Young behind the back. And you can be under 6'10" as long as you have a 92 plus ball handle. Now, the three actual best. You got De'Aaron Fox. That's by far the best one for getting downhill. If you're just trying to do the behind the back, De'Aaron Fox. If you're trying to do the escape dribble, Jamal Murray. The thing is, Jamal Murray, behind the back, awful. De'Aaron Fox, escape dribble, awful. So if you really want the best of both worlds, DeMar DeRozan is just as good as Jamal Murray, escape dribble. It's nowhere near as good as De'Aaron Fox behind the back, but it's like the second, it's like a top 5 moving behind the back. I don't know if it's the best because there's some actually solid ones. Because I think Trae Young is actually pretty solid. I think it's either LeBron or James Harden that's actually another solid moving behind the back. I don't really remember. But that Shea one even looked kind of solid. But yeah, those are the ones I personally recommend. De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan, and Jamal Murray. You also got ones like Trae Young and Steph Curry. But all right, next is the moving spin. Kobe is what I'm using, but I only use it because when I do the spin, it does a tween and spin. That's just hard. Because I'm not really spamming spins. But if I'm really using a spin, I think it's Ja Morant. That's the best one. So, yeah. Next is the hezzy. I be seeing people be like, how do you do that hezzy? How you do that hezzy? Bro, all you got to do is have Ja Morant. I done tried all these hezzy because I ain't gonna lie. Hezzy almost is like the easiest no skill speed boost in the game. Like, you can be moving and literally do it and catch somebody off guard. Fade. Green bean. You can do this, catch somebody off guard. Midi. Green bean. You can do this, catch somebody off guard. To the rim, contact dunk. It don't matter. Like, you can set somebody up with this hezzy like it's real life. It's not no troll. So yeah, Ja Morant is the best hezzy, and nothing else even comes close to how easy it is to do, how fast it is, how big of a speed boost, how like it's nothing even close in all aspects. Like, Chris Paul is probably more fun because it's like a sham guy, but I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna having too much fun when they ripping you. You're not gonna have too much fun when it's not as fast. It's just simple as that. But if you want something different, just to be different, go Chris Paul. Next is this moving step backs. I think you either go in Steph Curry or Wall. Some people use Chris Paul. My friend uses Vince Carter. Vince Carter is what I actually use on my big. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Stephen Curry, John Wall. I even probably would even say John Wall is the best because Steph Curry doesn't have the hot back. Chris Paul has the hot back, but the like pull back is not. It's not to the same magnitude as John Wall in my opinion. So yeah, it's really depending on you. The one thing I don't like about John Wall, he has that one animation that is so annoying. So that's really on you how you want to feel about that. You could really say that Chris Paul is better all around because it doesn't have that. So I guess you can say that. I ain't gonna lie. I guess you can say that. But I be taking mad ankles with y'all. Well, like I be killing people. Like I ain't lie. You really only in this game. You really only need a dribble style, step back. I guess that crossover is kind of OP, and the hezzy, and you kind of straight. I ain't gonna lie. You kind of straight. I ain't gonna lie. As long as you know how to do like the triple threat thingy, 2, like you kind of straight, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You don't really need much else to dribble. Triple threat style, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what 2K on blocking Michael Jordan with a starter 3, but that's so lame. I'm not gonna even lie. I don't even know if I can even really recommend any of these 3. They're not really any of them is like overpowered or just by far the best. It just is what it is. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the best dunk animations in the game. Now, first things first, I don't usually do this. We go over and over the big men. Big men, I don't give y'all enough credit for how good these standing dunks are for the past 2 years. They're so frequent and so easy to pop. Now, if you don't want to miss it more, go with the 2-hand under basket regular. If you want to go with one of these, you can still go with them. But if I'm going with something similar like to an athletic, I'm gonna go with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, in my opinion, is the best one in the game for like the way for the athletic dunks. I think Daryl Dawkins is solid too, but I'm gonna be honest. That's all I really got for you. Ben Simmons is another solid one if you want like a fully all-around dunk package. You got the standing dunks, you got the driving dunks. You pretty much got a lot of stuff in this. Now, let's go ahead and hop into the regular stuff, what you really came here for. But yeah, let's hop into the regular dunks. Now, regular dunks, I've been telling y'all about quick drop in back scratchers off 2 since pretty much season 1. These are, in my opinion, if you don't have quick drops off 1, you're not starter 3. These are the best 2-hand dunk package in the game. Now, if you are starter 3, quick drops off 1 is good. It's just not as OP as last year. I damn near still would say quick drop in back scratchers off 2. Now, front crutches off 1, those are actually really good on this game. So, yeah, like if you just don't want to miss, yeah. But I like the quick drop ins because without there being like a limitless takeoff, quick drop ins just have the farthest launch in the game. It just is what it is. Then when it comes to the tomahawks, I think the uber athletic tomahawks off 1. If you want the LeBron James dunks and just dunk from as far as possible every single time you do a one hand, uber athletic tomahawks off 1 is the one to go with, in my opinion. Now, right here, they got the front clutches. I don't know why this is on here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why this is new, but front clutches. This is actually on here. This is new apparently, because it was even giving like the little red dot. You've seen it. So yeah, they got the front clutches. Doesn't say off 1. It's just front clutches. Maybe this is like a whole new. So this actually probably a pretty good dunk package. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I probably would still go with the quick drop-ins off, back scratcher off 2. But this is actually gonna be solid. Like if you're not started 3, this is probably actually gonna be the most used one. But you do have to have a 90 driving dunk. So keep that in mind. With that being said, another good 2-hand athletic hangs off 1. You only need a 65 and a 45 vertical. It's really simple. You're going to dunk from far. Some of the least blockable animations in the game. I cannot stress it enough. But yeah, if you do also want to use a one-hand dunk package, but also get a lot more in that dunk package, LeBron James, I have taken it off though, because I am now just using Uber off 1. But that's just really what it is. Then when it comes to contact dunks really comes to how you going about it. If you're going about it in a way of trying to get as many contact dunks as possible, put as many of the packages as you have. So I could have had the 96 with the 86 vertical, but I wanted to save on my build, so I only got the 97 with the 82 combination, so I could save on my vertical. But let me say this, vertical boosts your ability to dunk. You're gonna dunk from further, you're gonna have a higher frequency, so do not sleep on it. But I really just run elite off for the 2, so whenever I do a 2-hand contact, I'm doing one of the elite dunks. But if I'm doing a 1-hand, or not 1-hand, I mean like off 1 foot, I am gonna be able to do 1 foot contact dunk. So yeah, that's what it is. But if you want to put them all on, put them all on. You're gonna get more frequency because you're gonna have more animations for more situations. I said that right. Animations for situations. Yeah, I said that right. And then you got the alley-oops. Alley-oops is really, it's really up to you. Same thing with the contact alley-oops. It's just less control of a contact alley-oops because you gotta have the people that actually know how to set it up for the contact alley-oop. You gotta know how to run for the contact alley-oop, and you don't have the dunk meter like you do for the contact regular dunks. It's just simple as that. Now for the regular alley-oops, this is how I can break it down. Pro, that's for big man because it has all the standing lobs. Elite, all around. Zion, you can really use this if you want. I think elite is better, but it's alley-oops. Like just put them on. It don't really matter. Simple as that. All right, next is the dribble pull-ups, the fades, all that good stuff. Dribble pull-up, man. I'm gonna be honest. This is a very interesting year for this stuff. I think Pro 2, you can go with this on a guard, a swing. It don't matter. I think if you're a swing, you have so many options. Like, it depends on how you really trying to fade. Like, are you trying to just fade? You know what I'm saying? Or do you not care? Like, anytime you catching and shooting, are you moving? And no matter how you shoot. If you trying to do it like that, do not sleep on the guys that really do that in real life. So when I'm saying the guys that do that in real life, I'm talking about like guys like Duncan Robinson, Klay Thompson. Where are they? Duncan Robinson. Like, if you're just catching and shooting and like you're getting like a fade off of it, bro, these are the best ones in the game. Duncan Robinson, Klay Thompson. It's just smooth green beans. It just is what it is. So do not sleep on these. I'm telling y'all, do not sleep on these. But if you're talking about the fades alone, like if you're just trying to do middies, 3-pointer fades, like you just on the ball, I think you got Michael Jordan. I think you got DeMar DeRozan. I think you got Pro 2. I think you got Kobe Bryant. Tyler Hero is a really good one if you're a small guard. If you want like a Trae Young fade, I think Nate Robinson is solid. But if you're starter 3, you can actually put on Trae Young fade. In my opinion, the best one for a small guard is Ben McLemore. It's been like that for a minute. I like Ben McLemore. That's been one of my favorite fades for a minute. That's just what it is. And yeah, Pro 2 is just really, really good all around, no matter what you talk about. But yeah, I'll probably say Kobe and Pro 2 are my favorites. I don't know if I can really say they're the best, but those are probably my favorites. All right, next is spin jumper. I know I have on normal, but Pro is the best one in my opinion. But either you're going Pro or normal. Pro is really unguardable. Like, if you have sharp take, you're pretty much taking ankles every time. If you see me taking people's ankles with spin jumpers, it's because I have on Pro. Pro is really crazy. Normal is probably the more broken one because it's so fast, but it's a little bit harder to time. But if you're a real shot creator, normal is the one for you. I ain't gonna lie. But Pro, you can still get away with using if you're a real shot creator because you're gonna get a lot of animations off them joints. I'm gonna be honest. But if you're a small guard, De'Aaron Fox. I think Allen Iverson has another one that's really, really fun to use because it's like really extra. But yeah, those are the spin jumpers I would really recommend. Next is the hop jumpers. It's a lot to go over for the hop jumpers. Small guards is not really much to talk about. I'm gonna be honest. Davion Mitchell is by far the best one in my opinion. Not even close. I've been saying this since the day the game dropped. So anybody that said they found it, they're lying. I ain't gonna lie. The day the game dropped, no, the day before because I played it early. Like literally the day before the game even dropped, Davion Mitchell, best hop jumper in the game. It's been that way the whole year. It's not even been close. When it comes to swings, you got a lot you can really use. I personally think Halliburton is the best one. That's a personal one, I guess. Tyler Hero is good. It's a lot of solid ones for the swings, though. That's the thing. So, it's really up to you. Trae Young is another solid one for small guards, but I ain't gonna lie. Davion Mitchell is just, yeah, it's just too good. I think it's, one of these normals is actually really good. I think it's the regular normal. Harrison Barnes has always been pretty solid. D-Book is cool. Yeah, that's probably about all Glenn Robinson is actually solid too. Now, when it comes to the bigs, I think Jokic or Dirk is really the only ones you really need to worry about. I like Jokic because it's so broken with how fast it is. But Dirk, if you really want to take ankles and like really get a lot of like opens, like really good, green them a lot more, I think Dirk probably is the best one for you. All right, so I ain't even gonna lie. I'm recording this well after I recorded the whole video and I forgot the most important thing, layups. Now, I will say this. When I go over to some of these animations, I ain't gonna lie, I be kind of forgetting some of y'all guys when it comes to guards, big. So if I didn't, you know what I'm saying, cover that for y'all, bro, in this video, no matter what it was, ask in the comments down below. I'm gonna do better. I've been tweaking on replying to comments. I'm gonna do better. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. But let's get into it. Floaters are OP. When I did the ranking every single if you want to see that, I already had that. If you want to see the dunk, I already had that. If you want to see the jump shots, I already had that. You can go watch that. The links are in the description. So if you want to see my explanation on why I ranked every single layup and where I ranked every single layup, I have videos for that. Go see that. But in today's video, we're going to give y'all what I believe is the best layups in the game. So for swings, y'all see the build. Y'all see the requirements, 84, but you see what I have, 99. I'm on a 99 layup build. So, yeah, Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, right now, is the best layup package in the game. Jimmy Butler is tough, Kobe Bryant, but I don't know. This season, it feels like it's a little bit slower layups. Am I tweaking? Am I tripping? I don't know. But, yeah, I like Jaylen Brown. Default small, still really good. But yeah, if we talk about swings, I say Jaylen Brown right now. I've been wishy-washy with layups for like 4 years now. I'm going to be honest. It's all over the place. I may not be the most trustworthy person if you just want to use one layup and use it for the rest of the year. It just is what it is. But Jimmy Butler, I've been pushing Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan. I've been pushing Anthony Edwards. I've been pushing that since like season 1. Kobe is obviously one of the best. It's probably the easiest to green. But my favorite ones right now, I'm going to be honest, is Jaylen Brown. And where is he at? Am I blind? Oh, Michael Jordan. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest. People that was telling me LeBron, you are some sick individuals. Now, in that video, I went off on George Gervin. But if I have one more person in the comments tell me LeBron is the best layup package in the game, I'm not gonna lie. I may just be trash. But this joint is so bad for me. I don't know. I get blocked so much when I use LeBron. I could be wrong. I could be crazy. But if I'm playing somebody good, I swear they block it every time. And the floaters are like so slow. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. JB has like the quickest floaters. And yeah. Now, guards, I think y'all got the most OP one. Trae Young, floaters, I was tweaking. I will say this. when I originally did this, I said Trae Young is broke, like really OP for floaters. The thing is, I was ranking everything in accordance to how good it was at everything. Floaters being the most broken really didn't make a big difference on the tier list. But I'm gonna say this: floaters are so broken, you can damn near just do floaters no matter what. So yeah, Trae Young is probably the best one. If you're big, I had Jokic in one of the worst ones. Apparently Jokic is really broken because of floaters. So yeah, I just may be ass. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just stupid. But yeah, if you're big, if you can put on Jokic, try Jokic. I think Giannis is the best layup package in the game. That's just me. So, and only bigs can get Giannis, by the way. So yeah, that's really a thing. But for the most part, like I said, I've been tweaking around with some of these layups. I think D Fox is actually my favorite one for guards because you can just do so much more with it. It's like the Giannis for small guards, pretty much. There's a Giannis for everything, but this is like the Giannis for small guards. I forgot what the Giannis is for the swings, but let's just say it's not nearly as good, in my opinion, as the D Fox and Giannis. But yeah, that's my opinion of the best layup package in the game. Like I said, I had to re-record this just for y'all boys because I wanted to make sure I didn't skip a beat in this video. Like the video. All right, next is the pass style. Now, pass style, in my opinion, is very interesting this year because you got a lot to really like finagle between. You got best bang for your buck. I'm gonna be doing a video on that. That's why we breaking this down. But if I had to say the safest ones, I don't know if these are the best, but these are the safest ones. LaMelo Ball, if you're just trying to pass and not throw like a lot of lobs, I think LaMelo. If you want like an all-around one, Tyrese. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese is solid, but I think there's some underrated ones. I think Trae is an underrated one. I think that's very underrated. If you want like really like a lot of speed on the ball when you're passing, I think Magic Johnson may be the best one for speed on their passes. This is just how fast does he get the ball out of his hands. I think LaMelo and Tyrese have speed on their passes, but he gets the ball out of his hands faster. So it's really depending on what you really prefer. Do you want to be flashy? Do you want to be able to do bailouts? It depends on what you want. And that's why we're going to do a video ranking every single pass style. If y'all do want that, make sure to like the video. Alright, next is going to be the motion styles. Motion styles, I'm going to be real with you. The guards and bigs, it's not really much to talk about. Bigs, I think Justice Winslow is the best one. If you think there's something else, put it in the comments down below. If we're talking about small guards, I think Steph Curry is the best one. I have more experience when it comes to the swings. The best one in my opinion for swings, people be saying Drew Eubanks. I was trying it. I don't like it. I would say Kawhi Leonard or Dennis Rodman. That's the ones I would really say for the swings. If you have anything that you think, I'm still open to them. I'll test them. I'm still open to all like recommendations on the motion styles because you know what I'm saying? I'm not testing all the motion styles. It's literally just how fast you run. It actually is important, but why is even testing when I already know that I can just use Dennis Rodman and I'll be straight? So like, if y'all have any recommendations besides Drew Eubanks, because y'all love spamming that, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. I think De'Aaron Fox is another good one for the small guards, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Haven't really went over this a lot this year. I used to give y'all everything. I used to give y'all best flops. I used to give y'all everything, but we gonna throw in the free throw. Yeah, free throw. In my opinion, the best free throw in the game has always been free throw WNBA 1. Like, it's just the easiest of time, no matter what my free throw is. Now, I've been using more new ones. Russell Westbrook has been a solid one for me. I may try out Shea, but I ain't gonna lie. Free throw WNBA 1 has been the one I've been using the entire year. No matter what the free throw is, whether it be low, whether it be really high, free throw WNBA has been the best one for me. And then the best celebration in the game, no matter what we talking about, I don't really know why they don't have Let Your Nuts Hang in it. I think the closest thing you can really do to it is the Rock the Baby, but I think you only can get that with the, what's it called? You got to do like the moving celebration, which is a whole different thing. But the Let Your Nuts Hang, that got to come back to me. I don't know what y'all on with me. But think about it, this is definitely the hardest, you know what I'm saying, celebration to me. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, man. If you guys do want more videos like this, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications first up all the videos. Share this video to anybody think will help or enjoy. Without further ado though, man, it's your boy Fitz. Hope y'all boys been enjoying like the less frequency of uploads. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. Make sure you tune into the backup channels. I've been going crazy. It's your boy Fitz about to be, man.
All of my friends are dead, leave them in the cold, put them in the tundra. I go Ray Charles, how can I see her? I make her fumble. I was just in Texas with Aaliyah, pussy in the jungle.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!